What's happening, guys? Hey, back to Rising Up. Thank you guys for joining me this morning or whenever you're watching this video. I'm doing it here in the morning. This is live. Thank you guys for joining me. If you're new to this channel, this Rising Up channel is all about personal and professional development. Analyzing the insights that I provide, my experiences, both successes and failures, designed to get you to become the very best versions of yourself, okay? Um, that being said, I want to take a little bit of time to talk about New Year's resolutions a little bit and how we can stay committed, how we can live, our fullest this year. But first, a shout out to Chaos Tactical Solutions. This is a veteran-owned company. This is from a U.S. Army veteran that I personally served with. And I really just want to offer support for his company. They offer firearm safety and certification as well as training. I really think you guys should check this out. They're located in Detroit, Michigan. Please check them out. You won't be disappointed. That being said, back to New Year's resolutions. Everybody, whether you say them out loud, you're at least thinking about how you can improve yourself. Pardon me. Especially around New Year's Eve. Because that's when, traditionally it's a custom that we make these plans, these resolutions, these goals for ourselves. But within a couple weeks, people fail. Okay, they fail because they don't have a strategy in place. They don't have a plan. All right. So you have one side of the equation, and that's the formulation of ideas. Okay, goals, dreams. On the other side of the spectrum here, you have actual formulated plans, strategies, okay, solutions, okay. And without both of these coming together, you're gonna fail. You're just gonna fail. And I say that to get you guys to really start thinking about how you want this year and this new decade to go for us. You should be thinking short-term goals and long-term goals. And that's something that I, struggle with at times too. But right now, my mind is on another level right now because I'm thinking about this stuff. And I'm thinking about a lot of other things going on in my life. I'm thinking about school and university. I'm thinking about work, etc., etc. Guys, start writing your thoughts down. Start having brainstorm sessions with yourself or with somebody that you trust. But be careful. The more people that you share your ideas with and their dreams, you're going to encounter some people, even friends and family, that will constantly put your ideas down. That's the nature of the beast, because we as humans are capable of empathy and understanding, but at the same time, we have our own flaws characteristically. And we say things without thinking, and we're irrational, etc., etc. So be careful with who you share your ideas with, your dreams, your aspirations, and goals. But if you really, really trust somebody, and you know them to a T, you know that they have your back and they'll fully support you, share those ideas and plans with them. But either way, please write them down. Keep a journal, okay, where you're writing all this down. And pick a day or multiple days without of the week. I like to do Sunday. That's a day when I really don't have too much going on. And I like to pick that day where I can just write it out and kind of plan my entire week. For instance, I'm back in the gym this year, and I'm going to actually be going to the gym here shortly. But this week, here it is Tuesday. I at least want to get 2 more days out of this week where I'm in the gym. I'm going to aim for 3 days. Wish it was more, but 3 days is got to be worked with my, I'm going to university and I have a full-time job. So I want to really make sure that I'm on my purpose and also maintaining the physicality department. I want to become the best version of myself. I want to train myself in equal proportions of physicality, intelligence, and morality. And spiritually, if that is something that you're into. So guys, start thinking about that. Real quick before we wrap up, I got a message on my last video from a random viewer, and this person wanted me to talk about race. They indicated that they were Mexican and they're having just a really tough time. Guys, that's not a whole lot of information to go on, but let me address this. I usually don't talk about subjects such as politics too much or race, just because I don't want you guys blowing up in the comment section, or, having preconceived notions on where my beliefs are. But I will address this just to help out somebody. None of us pick our race. We're born into this world. We don't have control over such things. So, be understanding and don't be hateful. We're each here. It's a miracle that any of us are here. And it's a miracle that we have such diversity when it comes to people's complexions, ethnicities, etc. And you also got to understand that the word race itself, it's a social construct where we, identify people into certain groups. And it might not be exact. Every country has their definitions on what races are too. Our own country of the United States, for example, has at times classified Spanish people as white, and at other times they were their own category. So I wouldn't get too hung up on it. I do say embrace who you are. But realize that, it's not the end all. Nobody's superior to anybody. Everybody here is great, capable of great, albeit terrible or, amazing things, good and bad. Embrace who you are. Try to become the best person you are. If people talk about your ethnicity and race, well, then that says a lot about them. Don't pay it any mind. Turn your haters into motivators. I really hope that helps. I don't know what you're experiencing because you didn't go into too much detail. But, things will get better, man. Don't let those negative thoughts enter your mind. They're going to enter your mind. You're thinking about it now, but don't dwell on them. Okay, don't dwell on negative aspects, especially in this new year, new decade. The time for that's in the past. The more that you dwell on it, not to bring in Star Wars, but it is kind of like Star Wars. The more you dwell on negative aspects, the more that's gonna influence your other emotions. And when you're emotionally compromised, you can't make rational decisions. You'll make rash decisions. All right, rational decisions good. Irrationality bad. Very good. So don't allow those emotions to define you. It's really difficult. I've struggled with this in the past myself. I'm not Mexican, but as a Latino, with part of my background, I can definitely emphasize. I would say whatever's going on, just stay true to who you are. Don't let others define you. Don't let those negative thoughts influence you. I hope I helped. That being said, everyone, please, 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 live the best day today, okay?